Well, there's no easy answer to anything right now. Small businesses are a real concern. Thousands of small businesses in our community are struggling right now. And that's not a new reality for small businesses. It's always a struggle. So just think about how bad it is for them today. We got to find ways to support one another. We all have needs. I've always been a really big believer in our local business network working together. So if you can, change your suppliers to local. Give it a try. Resource people that sell or make what you need here in Cambridge and connect with them right away. A lot of restaurants are still offering takeout and delivery. Use them if you can. You know, we're going to need them after this, so help them now. I'm really confident that if we help each other, we can certainly make a difference today. Not just how we go through this period, but actually how we come out of it as well. So check the Chamber's website, cambridgechamber.com, for all the updates from government. Give me a call anytime or send me an email anytime. If I can connect you or help you, and I'm working more or less around the clock anyway, I'd be happy to help if I can. Many of you have taken advantage of that already. I've spoken or emailed with lots of you. Whether it's giving me ideas to pass on to government officials or to pass on to our fellow businesses, you've been absolutely amazing so far. So let's keep connected, keep reaching out to me, and let's do what we all can to fight our way to better days. Now, I want to give you a few tips. Most of you should know, but let's just make sure you're doing these things. And it's going to probably apply mostly to small business, but those ones are the ones that are in trouble right now, and they're extremely vulnerable. So the first thing you should be doing is you need to do your cash flow forecasts. Keep updating them every single day. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I know it's been crazy with other things. We need to know your flow and your outgo. Take this out at least a few months. And remember, even when things get back to normal, there will be startup lagging going on too. So be realistic. Don't be afraid. But your exercise here is to see what has to go, what can stay, and how you deal with ongoing overhead costs. Knowing your flow helps you make decisions much more clearly. Also, review the terms and conditions you offer right now. You won't be alone in this. We may go back to work very soon, but until a vaccine comes out, we don't know whether we're going to see this kind of short periods of fluctuation. Make sure you don't get caught holding the bag. Let me tell you, your accounts receivable will thank you for it in the long run. And remember, your job as a manager or business owner is to protect that business. Have a COVID chat with your suppliers. This is really, really important. You need to know what they are doing as a result of the ongoing issues. Are they planning a shutdown that might impact your ability to supply a customer of yours? What are their protocols if they get an infection in the workplace, and how will that affect your supply? You need to know as much about them as you do about yourself. Government rescue. There's been some great announcements just today. Yes, the government is going to come to our aid, but the structure of government is actually designed to be slow. We've been asking them to move quickly, and they did today. But we can't wait for everything. They promised to get businesses aid, employees aid, but the big structure just doesn't move quick enough. So you need to do some preparation and care to ensure you can keep things going until that comes through. More help is on the way. Good help is on the way. Just stay tuned to the cambridgechamber.com. Think about your marketing. If you're giving up, which really, if you are, you're not an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs don't give up. How can you market yourself right now? What's the best message you could be sending to your customers or potential customers, and who should get that message? Where can you get the biggest bang for your buck right now? 99.9% of businesses claw their marketing budget in difficult times. And I don't know whether that's prudent or not. Your cash flow analysis will probably say it is. But why are things slow? If your competition is outgunning you, it's because they aren't part of that 99% who claw back. Think about this It might be a feel-good message that would sit really well with your customers or potential customers, but you are going to need this budget when we move forward and start to get out of this. You're going to need customers now and then. Take advantage of the open space in advertising wherever that may be, because your competition has maybe shut down. This is really important. Can you do something else? You know, you're an entrepreneur. You figured out what and how to do what you do now. Why can't you diversify and find a new avenue, help in some way, and generate a whole new revenue model? I know some companies that are doing a great job of this. There are going to be needs for masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer, all kinds of things to protect people in the workplace. Can this be you? Don't give in. Remember, you're an entrepreneur. And then, can't stress this enough, I always do, service the heck out of your customers. Connect with customers is absolutely essential. Make it just a call. See how things are. Give them some tips or just share a story or two. This is relationship building and tightening. You might not be able to shake their hand or otherwise for some time yet, but still, that virtual hug goes a long, long way. Laying off staff. This is a really tough job. I hate it. It's never fun, and it's not supposed to be. But the job is yours. And this goes back to your primary role as an owner of a business. You must make every effort, make every change to protect that business. If it fails, the jobs are lost anyway. Temporary layoffs are sometimes the only way to make sure there is something there for everyone to come back to. Help them understand why. No one likes the boss that lays them off so they can buy a new winter home. I'm sure that's not going on. This is about survival. And when you talk openly with your staff, it doesn't make the pill any less sour, but it shows them that you actually care. Be creative if you can. Reduce the hours. Do some job sharing. Whatever you can do to keep them happy will ensure that they are willing to return, and you will need them. But when it is time to act, you got to act quickly. You cannot sacrifice the business. That's a cold, calculated truth, but your business has no personality. It only knows survival or failure. Please ensure its survival. Look, we need you around. I need you around. We all need you around, so protect that business. Of course, protect your staff. Protect yourself. Find a way to safely and responsibly protect the people and the jobs you are in care of. I'm going to have more of these coming up in the next few days. Stay tuned. I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to give you help. I'm going to give you guidance. I'm going to give you direction. And hopefully, I'm going to give you hope. I'm Greg DeRocher.